Somebody's here.
So nice to finally go out on a vacation. It was important. We didn't just decide to go and not follow any of their guidelines and everything. We did get tested 72 hours before, came back negative. We quarantined, we did their surveys every day while we were there. We were very safe. We swam with sharks, cageless. It's so funny because I always knew he wanted to do that, but I never thought it would actually happen. And plus, I think you preferred in a cage, right? But for some reason, I really wanted to do it without the cage. I just felt like it'd be other people and it'd be harder. I felt like if they have people who guide the cageless tours, I trust them. I called, asked questions first, obviously, but I don't know. It sounded like more fun. So fortunately, where we went was close to where we were staying. It was only like a 20 to 30 minute drive. It was short. It was a short drive, right? And so we were trying to figure out what to do with Madison because I called the company and I was thinking we would just take turns swimming. But then all the companies I called said they don't allow anyone under the age 5 on the boat. And so I'm like, what do we do? This is the one thing we really wanted to do while in Hawaii. And so we're trying to figure it out, think things through, and maybe some of you will judge me, but judgment happens everywhere, so whatever. But there's one person I follow on Instagram who I feel like I've become good friends with, at least on my side. Anyways, and so I knew she lived in that area and she has a baby daughter as well. I think she's like 11, almost 12 months old. So I contacted her and I was like, hey, you know, I'm in Hawaii and we're looking for someone to take care of Madison. Yeah, we need someone to take care of you. Yeah, say with mom. And so I asked her, I said, do you have any recommendations for someone to watch my daughter? And so she gave me a few people's phone numbers. I called them, asked questions, met them. Well, met one. And we had this girl named Emma watch Madison. She was really sweet, felt like it was safe. It was the first time I had another person watch Madison other than family. So I had a lot of anxiety for sure. Even when we were gone, I was like, what if she dies? What if she needs me? What am I gonna do? Anyways, but it totally worked out. Madison had fun. They seemed to really like each other, which was really nice. What's wrong? What's wrong? You okay? So when Emma got to our place, I fed Madison and then put her down for a nap, and then we headed out. We left. We went to go swimming with sharks. Yeah. Yeah. It's a bit funny because one of the guys, so it was us and then another person named Neil who joined us. And it was funny because one of them was like, well, how are we going to communicate with you underwater if you can't hear? I was like, well, that's the best because we use sign language, so it's easy to communicate underwater. We can have a full conversation underwater in sign language, but I thought that was really funny. Like, how do we get your attention or something? The water was rough, yeah. We didn't feel nervous before, but once we got there, I was like, hey, where's mom? Where's mom? Where's mom? You hear a loud car outside? Is a loud car outside? So funny because a lot of people have asked me if I was scared and or if the experience itself was scary, and honestly it was so peaceful, like being in the water. And I mean, luckily there wasn't a lot of people with us. I think if there was a lot of people and if like the sharks were like surrounding us, I might get a bit more scared. But for the most part, yeah, it wasn't bad. They were pretty far. I think one did get a little bit close, like 3 to 4 feet from us. They were Galapagos sharks. They said we could see hammerhead sharks or tiger sharks. What's wrong? Yay! And so it was funny because the other night I had like a really scary dream that we were swimming with sharks, but it was scary because there were a lot of sharks and there was a lot of people and the sharks were like surrounding us. What? But really overall it was so cool, so fun. I definitely think I'd be willing to do it again. I would. So I was really excited before we went to Hawaii. I got in contact with a company called Axis Go. They have different cases for cameras or phones, so you can use them underwater. And so fortunately we were able to work with them, got a package shipped to Hawaii, which was really exciting because I was hoping that we would actually be able to swim with the sharks, but I wanted to get good photos, good videos of the sharks and our experience, because most of the companies I called said that we're not allowed to take photos or film ourselves for safety reasons. Yeah, they said, you know, oftentimes if in the past people did that, they would be more focused on taking pictures and filming. They weren't really paying attention to like their surroundings. And so luckily our guides were willing to film and take pictures for us, but I want to show you what it looks like. Want to see it? Want to see it? Say, whoa! So this is our Axis Go. So this is for our phone. We ordered the over under kit because I like taking pictures with the water as well for the summertime. Let me see it. And so this comes with a dome you place on camera. Like so. And then this allows you to take over under shots of the water. Is it so cool? Say Dada. I know you like taking pictures, huh? And swimming in the water. So I didn't use that part obviously with the sharks because we had to focus on our surroundings and the sharks near us. But I'm really excited we have that phone case for underwater because we've traveled to Thailand, the Philippines, to so many other places, to Greece, and a lot of the other things that we've purchased on Amazon just don't really work. Water gets in, the pictures are blurry. Yeah, but it was amazing. I finally felt like we had good footage, good photos. And it's gonna last, whereas the other ones have broke or have just really not been good. I look forward to the summers, going swimming with them and using it in the pool and other places. And when COVID goes away, we can go to more places and take better pictures underwater, yeah? Are you swimming? Yeah? You want to swim with the sharks? Are you mad that we didn't bring you with us? I'm sorry. I know you love swimming so much. Yeah. So, thanks for watching. Bye.